Hi boys and girls. Before we start our Viktor Schrecengost picture, I just wanted to show you this picture of Viktor receiving the National Arts Award from former President George W. Bush and his wife at the White House. So Viktor was a very famous artist and is considered America's Leonardo da Vinci because he made and created so many different kinds of artworks and machines and things. So he is a very famous artist from Cleveland. So this is the picture we're going to make today. Not this exact picture. You're going to make your own version. We're going to make a city with buildings, and we're going to make a road, and we're going to make water so we can have a little bit of reflection. So I'm going to show you how we're going to start that now. So here we go. So here's my big paper that I have, which is 12 by 18. And the first thing you want to do on your paper is make a horizon line. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to make a horizon line across the middle of the paper. Now, if you have one of the smaller rulers, you'll put it on and you'll just make sure that you have the same amount of space from the top to the bottom. So I'm even going to hold this ruler like this, like I'm using a smaller 12-inch ruler. Okay, so I just would do this first. Okay. And go to here, and then I would just move my ruler across, and I would keep going. So this is my horizon line, okay? And even though it doesn't match up completely, then I can just take my ruler and go like this again. I can put my pencil on the line and make everything blend together. Now, I'm drawing dark, so you can see all these lines. I would like you to draw lightly. I have to draw darker though, so the lines will show up on the video. So there's my horizon line. Now I'm going to start to put in buildings, and I'm going to make buildings that are all just different heights and have different looks to them. Okay, so to make them, I'll just start by putting in my buildings. So I'll make a building this high, and you want to make sure that your lines are parallel. And then I make the roof of my first building. And the first one I'm just going to make a rectangle. Okay. And here's the other side of my building. And I'm going to put one next to it. That's going to be a little bit taller and thinner, and it's going to have a point. It's going to kind of be my mini terminal tower. And the terminal tower is the very famous building downtown Cleveland, if you've ever been down to Cleveland for an Indians game. And I'm going to make a triangle on top. You know what, you might even want to make a flat part first and then erase these little side lines. Okay, and then I'm going to make a triangle, and I'm going to try to make it in the middle as much as I can. Okay, and I'll go back here and I'll make it a little taller. I'll make this one a little taller. Okay, so I'm going to make buildings all across here. And you know what, maybe I'll make a shorter restaurant, like down here. And I'm even going to make it shorter than that. Okay, so you get the idea of how my buildings are going to look. Okay, and to make it look like there's buildings in the background, I'm even going to do things like this. I'm going to make shorter buildings off in the background, like the city picture that you saw with Viktor. So this building is not coming out of this other building. This building is in the background, and this building is far behind the first building I drew. Okay, and I'm going to make another big building right here. Like this. Make sure that's even. Okay. Now you can make your buildings however you want to. You can make them with unique tops. Like this one, I'll make it look like a concert hall. Like if you've ever been to the Cleveland Orchestra, the top is a dome, so I'll make it kind of round, and I'll make a line here so you can see it's the top. Okay, so here's just the start of my city. So that's your first step, to make that part. Next, I'll show you how we're going to do the road and then a shoreline and then water for a reflection.